In this videos, I want to talk about the warning for all of cryptocurrency investor or even Dogecoin investor, and what should you guys expect is going to happen, and when it happens, what should you expect to do. When me and Leon and Long we discussed on the channel, we was talking about like the moment when we invest into Dogecoin, especially Dogecoin, or whether any other currency, this is our expectation. We know that in the future, the cryptocurrency is gonna rise, and sometimes it's gonna go down really low, and it's gonna go up high, and it could go really low down, even negative 50% to 75%. Like cryptocurrency, it can drop from, like, let's say Dogecoin from 75 cents all the way down to 1 cent or even 2 cents. It's possible, okay? It could drop down from 75% to even 90%. And the question in here is, Jimmy, Leon, and Long, should you be okay? The question is yes. That is exactly the reason why Long and I and Leon, we do not try to time the market by buy low and sell high and keep doing the same thing. We in this market for a long run, and we invest for a long term in the next 3 to 5 years or even 10 years for the long-term future, okay? So that is the vision where we're heading. So even though when it go up and down, we're not worried too much. It doesn't matter what kind of news is coming out, we're not worried. But here is some of the things that I think as the investor in those coin or cryptocurrency, here is the thing that you should expect is going to happen. And the question in here is, when it happens, what would you do? First thing in here is, the moment where we invest in, we know that probably they're going to be someday, maybe the next 1 or 2 years, or it could be sooner, that the Federal Reserve, they may jump in and put strict regulation into those coin or even Ethereum, Bitcoin, whatsoever. They put a strict regulation in there, and people are gonna go into panic because it's all over the news, and a lot of people are gonna cut loss, they withdraw, and they think it's gonna be the end of cryptocurrency. We think it's probably not. Government may jump in to put strict regulation, and it could be good for the government, and it could be good for the people as well, okay? Or maybe some country or some state, they may jump in, and for temporary, they say they may ban on cryptocurrency, for example. That's what happened when you see that cryptocurrency is banned in China, in some state of China, right? They say they ban cryptocurrency, and people are panicked, they worry, UK ban cryptocurrency, and things like that, right? And cryptocurrency is gonna drop. Things like this is going to happen in the future, possibility that the US government could put a little ban into cryptocurrency, try to scare people off, and after that they may do something to put a stricter regulation into cryptocurrency, or they may even invent their federal coin or something like that for the central bank, for the Federal Reserve, thing like that. But I think that cryptocurrency is going to survive. This is not a topic that I'm going to go deep down into detail, but I want to tell you things that you're going to expect in the future, that the Federal Reserve, the government, they may jump in to put stricter regulation, and there's a possibility it might ban, but it's just going to be a temporary. Number two is the local bank. Let's talk about the local bank. If you look right now in UK, in Thailand, or even in the China market, that the local bank, they stop people, you and me, and ordinary people, from trading in the broker platform, trading platform. Basically, they don't allow people to withdraw the money and buy in cryptocurrency, right? So they want to restrict ordinary people like you and me to purchase cryptocurrency. Well, things like this, you may expect what happened in the future in the United States. It could be too as well. Like the local bank like Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, they may temporarily put stricter regulation for the user like you and I, not able to pull out the money to invest into cryptocurrency. And government may put in strict regulation into those specific banks like Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, PNC, and things like that, okay? But I don't think it's gonna last that long. They're just gonna put it in there for temporary, and this thing is gonna cause massive panic in the stock market, in the cryptocurrency market, and people, they're gonna think it's the end of the world, and cryptocurrency, it may drop, okay? So things like this, I think it just happened for temporary. If you study back then, in 2016, 2017, 2018, that's exactly what happened in the market with Bitcoin. People are panicked, they jump in for a short run and they jump out, and they don't just invest for a long run. And they listen to the news, they listen to the anchor, they listen to random people say they're gonna be the end of Bitcoin. And guess where Bitcoin is today? So I expect the same thing is going to happen in the Federal Reserve level and the local bank level as well. The next thing is, it could be the IRS as well. Like the IRS could jump in and say, hey, you know, the government, let us know that now you guys, whoever play cryptocurrency, whoever invests in cryptocurrency, they have to pay more tax, like 30%, 40%, things like that, okay? And the IRS gonna go after them because they play cryptocurrency, okay? And I think that gonna be a possibility of that happen in the future. But if you invest correctly, if you do the right thing, then there's nothing to be afraid of. But like say, you know, thing like that, it could happen in the future to scare a lot of people. And the weak hand, the paper hand, the people who don't see the vision of cryptocurrency, they may back out and cut loss, and they're gonna jump out of the market, okay? So those are a few things. So I want you to take a look at this for a moment. If you take a look at, I like to think of cryptocurrency of Dogecoin or even other coin, like for example, like Bitcoin is kind of like cannabis, okay, CBD. Back in the day when, you know, the government hear about CBD, cannabis, they don't allow people to sell cannabis. They think cannabis is illegal. So a lot of cannabis stocks suffer and it's going down really, really low. And many states ban CBD, you know, ban cannabis. They say it's illegal, and a lot of people they sell cannabis. They even go in jail because they violate the government regulation. But look at where cannabis right now. At the beginning, the government go against it, right? And later on, so many people start to support cannabis, and so many different states in the federal level, some disagree with cannabis, some agree with cannabis, and they start to lobby, right? And guess what happened? Where cannabis today? Today, cannabis haven't legalized the whole entire United States yet, but it will be. And guess what happened? Many states start to legalize cannabis. So I like to think of the market of cannabis kind of similar as a metaphor to the cryptocurrency. At the beginning, the government may not like cryptocurrency, and many people may not believe into cryptocurrency. But guess what happened? The people who believe into cryptocurrency at the early stage, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, for example, like Dogecoin right now, right? They see the future where it's heading. So whether the government like it or not, eventually the government going to accept it. Because kind of like cannabis, before the government may not like cannabis, but whether the government may like it or not, eventually the people support cannabis, then the government is going to legalize it very, very soon. And I really see that cryptocurrency is kind of like cannabis. Cannabis have the benefit to the world. It's just a matter of how you look at the good thing of cannabis. Same thing like cryptocurrency right now. Cryptocurrency is the future of the world, and it brings so many beneficial to the government, to the people like you and I, right? So I think eventually, you know, the people in the government, they're going to lobby. The people like us, we're going to lobby, and many, you know, entrepreneur, business institution, bank, they're gonna slowly support cryptocurrency like Dogecoin, Bitcoin, and many other coin that is legit. Okay, so that is just my take. So long story short, guy, what should you guys do, right? In my personal opinion, I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that, but in my personal opinion, I'm not looking to time the market. If you want to win in the cryptocurrency game, I think the idea in here is you have to understand and confident where cryptocurrency is heading. Is cryptocurrency is going to head toward the future? If the answer is yes, the next thing is the best thing, and the next best thing you should do and I should do is don't try to time the market by buy low and sell high. The best thing is get into the game and leave it there for a long term, because you don't know what happened to the government. You don't know what happened of the regulation, right? And you don't know when to go up and down. And the best thing is just buy and hold and leave it there for a long time, because you know the future for cryptocurrency is coming, okay? It's just a matter of time. So just leave it there for a long term and reap the benefit, okay, hold tight into whichever cryptocurrency that you really believe and invest in. For me, it is Dogecoin. Good luck, guys, and always invest like a genius.